Chapter 3 Shankar Bhatt meets Sri Swami and his visit to Guruvpuram. A commentary summary. In the previous chapter, Shankar Bhatt's pride as a learned Brahmin was humbled by the grace of Sripada Srivallabha. After witnessing many divine events, he continued his pilgrimage towards Chidambaram and ultimately towards Guruvpuram. On his journey, Shankar Bhatt faced a severe test. He was hungry and without food, and on his way, he met a poor Brahmin who was also oppressed by his harsh tempered wife. Together, they sat beneath an Audumbara tree and chanted the name of Sripada Srivallabha with complete faith. Almost immediately, the king's servants arrived and respectfully took them to the royal court. The prince from Vichitrapuram, who had been mute, had suddenly regained speech after receiving the grace of a radiant 16-year-old yogi, none other than Sripada Srivallabha. The king honored Shankar Bhatt with gifts and gold, which he then distributed to the Brahmins of the village where the Brahmin was from. After seeing this, the Brahmin's wife became very happy and turned docile towards him. She even became a devotee of Sripada Srivallabha. Shankar Bhatt then continued his travels with Madhav Nambutri, a Vedic scholar whom he had met in the king's palace. Madhav Nambutri was also a devotee of Lord Datta and was very excited to have darshan of Sripada Srivallabha. On their way, they arrived near Chidambaram and met a great Siddha, Sri Swami. Though they had never met before, Swami recognized both Madhava and Shankara by their name and revealed astonishing truths. He explained that he was of 300 years of age and was now preparing to leave his current body and enter a more young body as commanded by Sripada Srivallabha. He also declared that even liberated souls obey the divine will of Sripada, whose incarnation is an extraordinary, rare, and comprehensive. Sri Swami shared profound spiritual teachings that connected ancient wisdom, cosmology, and the divine nature of the consciousness. He explained that the entire universe is composed of subtle particles and energies constantly vibrating and changing. Just as planets revolve around the sun, even finer particles move in intricate patterns, while thoughts, emotions, and mental vibrations are even subtler. Beyond all these levels of existence is the supreme consciousness of Lord Datta, which permeates and governs the entire creation. He taught that creation emerges from the infinite void, also called as Mahashunya, and that both matter and its opposite exist within the divine order. Through divine order, even inert objects can become living centers of spiritual force, as seen when sacred idols are consecrated. He further revealed the mysteries of Kundalini Shakti and the Gayatri Mantra and explained that the 24 syllables of Gayatri represent the 24 principles through which creation manifests. He associated the number 24 with Gokulam, symbolizing the field of divine creation. He then explained a secret teaching often hidden in Sripada Srivallabha's seemingly playful words. Sripad would sometimes ask devotees, Do Chaupati Deva Lakshmi. While it sounded like a simple request, Sri Swami revealed its deeper numerical meaning. Number 2, Do, represents duality and creation. The number 4 Chaw represents the 24 principles of creation. The number 9, Pati Dev, represents Parabrahman, the Supreme Lord who remains unchanged and complete. The number 8, Lakshmi, represents Mahamaya, or the divine Shakti that manifests the universe. Together, 2498 symbolizes the union of creation, divine energy, and the supreme reality. Sri Palniswami taught that both Parabrahman, represented by number 9, and Parashakti, represented by number 8, are fully present in the form of Sripada Srivallabha, making him the complete embodiment of the divine. He emphasized that Sripada Srivallabha is not merely a saint or a yogi, but the very incarnation of Lord Datta and Lord Krishna. Unlike ordinary incarnations that express only certain divine qualities, Sripada's incarnation is a comprehensive manifestation of the Supreme. He exists beyond time and space, guiding devotees across visible and invisible realms. To demonstrate this, Sri Palniswami revealed that Sripada had blessed him more than a century before his physical birth in Pithapuram. He also described how sages worshipping Lord Badri Narayana in the Himalayas saw their Brahmakamal offerings mysteriously appear at Sripada's feet, showing that he transcends all limitations of time, place, and causation. When Palniswami went under Samadhi for 10 days, a dramatic event followed when Madhav Bhatt was bitten by a cobra and died. Bound by Sri Palniswami's instructions, Shankar Bhatt buried his friends and grieved deeply. After 10 days of Samadhi, Palniswami emerged and revealed that Madhava's subtle body had been taken to Kurapuram to receive the blessings of Sri Sripada Srivallabha. Using his yogic powers, he summoned the very cobra that had bitten Madhava, commanded it to withdraw the poison, and miraculously restored Madhava to life. Sri Palniswami then taught the greatness of feeding devotees and serving worthy people. Even a small act of offering food to a devotee of Lord Datta can transform one's destiny and bring immense spiritual merit. After returning to life, Madhava described his extraordinary journey in subtle form. He had reached Kurapuram, where he beheld the divine form of Sri Sripad Vallabh. He was taken into the subtle realms of Nagaloka, where great serpent beings worshipped Sripada as the Supreme Lord. At Sripad's command, he proceeded to the center of the sacred island of Kurapuram and descended into the inner depths of the earth. There, he entered Nagaloka, a magnificent subtle realm inhabited by highly evolved serpent beings. Unlike earthly serpents, these Nagas possessed great spiritual powers and could assume any form they desired. Many appeared as gigantic serpents adorned with shiny jewels on their hoods, radiating light in all directions. Some had hundreds or even thousands of hoods and remained absorbed in deep yogic meditation. The most astonishing sight was seeing Sri Sripad Srivallabha resting upon 1,000 hooded serpent, just as Lord Vishnu reclines upon Adi Shesha. Great serpent sages were chanting Vedic hymns while Sripad listened with divine joy. In that realm, Madhava witnessed that Sripad was not merely a saint living in Kurapuram, but the Supreme Lord worshipped across all worlds. The Naga sages revealed the eternal glory of Lord Dattatreya, the sacredness of Kuraupuram, and how Sripad transcends time and space. They explained that even great devotees had once misunderstood Lord Datta, only to realize later that he was the supreme reality. Madhav also received the blessings of Sripada and heard prophecies about future saints and the future installation of Sripad Padukas in Pithapuram. Madhava's journey revealed that Sripada Srivallabha is not merely a great saint or incarnation, but the supreme being worshipped across all worlds by sages, gods, and celestial beings alike. Through his grace, Madhava realized that the Lord of Kuraupuram is none other than the eternal Parabrahman who transcends time, space, life, and death. Shripad Rajam Sharanam Prapadde.